Hello everyone, welcome back. We still muddy, cold and snowy, so we're not doing any actual farming, but yesterday I done a video trying to explain some of the issues with farm tractors or whatever, and someone made the comment, one of my most faithful viewers, I guess would be the best way to put it, but we're talking about tractor safety. So thought, what the heck, I'm not doing anything else right now, so let's do a couple of videos on tractor safety, and I'm going to do two of them. Today's video, we're going to talk about some of the hazards around the tractor, and then the next video will be on the actual operating of a tractor and some of the things to keep in mind. All right. One of the biggest things that gets you hurt on a farm tractor is hooking and unhooking the implements. And usually when you get hurt doing this, you have someone on the ground and someone on the tractor. Anytime you're in this situation, before you get, and let's walk around here to the John Deere. It might be better to see it in John Deere. So say we're going to hook up to this set of discs, and we have someone helping me up here on the tractor, and they've backed up to the disc, and I'm going to get into this area between the tractor and the implement. Don't do that. Ideally, this tractor would be cut off, parking brake engaged, etc., and no one in the operating seat when you get into this area. Now, we all know that doesn't happen. All right, so the best way to do that is, before I get in here, I'm going to check with the operator, make sure his tractor's in neutral and their foot is off that clutch pedal over there and parking brakes engaged. Okay, then I'm going to step in here, because if I'm standing right here and they have right in between this tire and this implement, and they have this tractor in reverse and their foot slips off that clutch, I am going to get crushed. At minimum, I'm going to have a few broken bones or some badly bruised areas. Pinch point. Be very, very careful about that. On the flip side, if the tractor's running and this lift arm is down here and I've got my hand on it and they lift the lift up and it catches my hand between the top of the lift arm and the bottom of this disc, it's going to cut it off. It's not going to play around. It's going to mash it off. So if I'm back here and I'm fooling with these lift arms, I want to see both hands of the operator up there. Ideally, you do this by yourself, but we all know on a farm we're in a hurry. We've got the youngin up there helping us, the kid, the farm hand, whomever, cousin Billy Bob, whatever, and they're up there. You got to pay as much attention to them as to what you're doing back here. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. Now, you may be in here like this, and above these lift arms, you're completely hooked up, and they decide to lift the implement up, and you can get pinched and broken up there as well. So that's one way to get killed, or badly maimed, if you will. Another one is we'll step around here to the New Holland, and it goes for any implement you're hooking up. This is a farm tractor with a front end loader attachment. This is not a front end loader, okay? This is a farm tractor with a front end loader attachment, and we'll talk more about that later. But if this loader is up for whatever reason, unless it is locked out manually with manual lockouts, do not get underneath this loader or between this loader and the front of the tractor. A seal blowout, you lose hydraulic pressure from a ruptured line or whatever, this lift comes down, this front end loader comes down and pins you to the ground, cuts you in two, etc., etc. There's a lot of bad things can happen there. So that's another area you want to be aware of. Same being in front of it as being behind. If you're in this area, you want that operator, once again, to have the tractor locked down, and you want the Tractor parking brake, clutch out, in neutral. Ideally shut off. But we all know on a farm, it doesn't work that way. Battery may be low, you can't cut it off, you have to jump it back off, etc., etc., etc. You never know. Along those lines, make sure your parking brake's in good repair. I've known of 2 incidents in my lifetime. One was a fatality, and the other one, the guy lost a leg. They got off the tractor with just a parking brake, left the tractor running. In one case, the PTO was running with a hay tedder, and we'll talk about the PTO in just a second. Walked around front, parking brake failed, tractor ran over him, threw him through, the tedder ran over him, threw him through, tore one of his legs off. Another instance, a gentleman had jury rigged his parking brake, had a set of disc cars behind it on a hill, got off, walked from the tractor, the jury rig failed, tractor knocked him down, pulled the set of disc cars over him, and killed him. So it does happen. I know of those 2 instances myself. Right here is one of the most dangerous things on a farm tractor. This is power takeoff, commonly referred to as a PTO. And what this does, you'll have a shaft that hooks to an implement, such as a rototiller, a bush hog, hay baler, mowing machine, so forth, so on. And it rotates, okay? It's spinning. It provides rotary force to an implement back here. That shaft, if I come back here and this shaft is turning and it catches my sleeve and pulls me in here, it's going to wind me around it and beat my brains out right here, because there's no way to disengage it. Me going through that will not stall that tractor. It will eat you. One of the most dangerous parts of a tractor. Simply put, don't be near that in it turning. Under no circumstance. Disengage the PTO and wait till that spins down. A lot of times with like a bush hog or something with some weight on it, it'll take it a while to spin down. Hay balers with a flywheel, it'll take it a while. It will still kill you. Avoid this when it's turning. Do not be around it. Back to what we're talking about. If you're hooking up and you've got an assistant up here helping you, make sure his tractor's cut off. If they bump the PTO engagement and you're down here sliding the shaft up on this and it takes off, it's going to hurt you and hurt you bad. That's a killer right there. So that's a few things about of course, there's always getting run over. You know, that's always a potential. If someone is operating a tractor and you need to approach them, always make sure that you get their attention before you approach them. Somebody's in this tractor running it, looking the other way. I step right here to knock on the door, they take off. It's a bad day. If I get their attention from back here, hey, need to talk to you. Okay, they recognize, motion for me to come, I'll step up to the tractor. Still not going to get in front of this tire. I'm going to stop right here. Probably put my hand on it so if I feel it move, I can get away from it. That tractor can't hurt me if I can't get close to it. Farm equipment won't hurt you if you stay away from it. Plain and simple. The next video we do, we're going to talk a whole lot about the balance of the tractor, tipping it over, hillsides, ballasting, leveling the tractor out for safety, and stuff like that. So, if you like what we're doing, please subscribe. Thanks for the idea on tractor safety. We'll do, like I said, we'll get in depth with it. But those are some things to think about: hooking, unhooking, being around a tractor. Your assistant will kill you if you ain't real careful. And most of the time, the people that are helping you are, a lot of times they're inexperienced operators. And mistakes happen. But if you like what we're doing, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put up a video. If you see a video you like, give it the thumbs up button. If you have a question or comment, please do so. Till next time, everybody take care of yourself. Be safe around them tractors. They'll get you.